We're going to talk today about documenting those total view phone calls that you make. Those of you who've been here all year, this is kind of a review for you guys, but if you would look back through this and be sure that you're documenting your calls correctly, you want to be sure they're being logged correctly so that we pull them up on the tracker, you are getting credit for those calls that you have made. And then for our new teachers, this will give you an overview of how to make those phone calls and how to log them. When you make the phone call, if you do not have a school phone, you can dial the 334-689-5059 number and push 28 when you hear the recording, and then dial the student's number. This keeps them from having your personal cell phone, which I'm sure you would prefer they didn't have. So this is a great tool to have and to know that you can still go ahead and make those calls if you have not received that um, phone yet. Now the steps for noting the calls in TV. You want to save the completed note on your computer if you're doing that first call, that student connection call. We're going to look at that in just a moment. But to get into this portion, you want to go into TV and click on the Students tab. Type the student's name and click the grade level and click Search. When you find that student's name, you want to click their name and select New Note. Now, the very first contact that's made for the year is a little different than the others. This is that initial contact. So we all have kids that are being admitted into our rooms throughout the year. So these are for new students. This is a connection call template that I'll attach to this so you guys have it. And that connection call template is the one that you want to fill out and save on your computer because you will be adding that into your notes. Now, the way we did this year is that the returning students in grades 1 through 5, the homeroom teacher makes those calls. New students in grades 1 through 5 is done by the advisor. Now, the thing is, kindergarten new students, they split it up between the homeroom teacher and Julie Bowles, and she said that y'all have a system working there. So just to really be sure, if she hasn't called them, then you call them and make that notation. Our new and returning SPED students, the case manager is making all those calls for the year. So these are going to be that initial call. Now, we've had lots of transition with kids moving from homeroom to homeroom with adding new teachers. So I would suggest going back, checking and being sure all of your students have made that first call. To make that call to those students, you're going to select phone log and you're going to select student connection call from the template box. Remember, this is only done for this very first contact. And in the beginning of the subject line, add MC for made contact. And then you're going to copy the call script and paste it in the body of the note and click save. And then just follow up your phone call with a short email to the family. So remember, for this one, you will have a template that is going to be attached to this email so that you can get that information to those about those kids and paste it right here. The next type of call that you might be making, and I'm sorry it's taking me for a moment. I have a new mouse, and if I don't click just right, it takes me through about 5 slides at once. So I have to be really careful. All right, what if they don't answer? If you make a call and someone does not answer, you're going to select phone log and you want to select student connection call contact unsuccessful after 5+ noted attempts for your template. Then you're going to put left message with an LM or NA for no answer in the body of the running note. This is the only running note this year. So if you'll look here at the screen, you can notice that in the body, we have a call that was made on 7/24 with a left message at 3 o'clock and then the phone number. The next one was done on 8/1 at 9 o'clock with the phone number. And we can look right here and we can tell exactly what has happened there and when the calls were made. This is only used if they do not answer. All right, so for the rest of the year, when you're making your calls and for any other call you're making besides that initial call with that student connection call template, if they answer, you're going to select type, phone log, select enduring connection call from the template, and then in the beginning of the subject line, add MC for made contact. Because all your contacts that are unsuccessful, they're going to be on that running note. This is just for those that you make contact. Then in the body of the description of your note, you want to leave a detailed description of what you discussed. And then you click save. That helps all of you. And if you have any questions, please see your lead or myself, and we will be glad to help.